Buenos dias. My name is Terrence. What I want to do is share three questions that I'll be sharing with other people in an interview process. Now, I don't know if I'm going to cut this down to audio or if it will be video or if I'm going to use a mixture of the two in different platforms. But the goal behind everything that I do is to teach you how to find your joy. There's not some special formula. I don't have some trick. I don't know some kind of magic or whatever the case is. These are practical steps that I took with my process that I went through. And what I'll be doing is asking individuals specific questions on how they found their joy. And these questions are to share examples of what people have gone through in their life, because loss is serious, depression is serious, suicide is serious. And as a community of people in social media, I think it's important for us to reach out to everybody and just be transparent. I've gone through loss, I've gone through hurt, I've gone through happiness. This is how I've gone through a process of finding my joy, and I hope you are able to do the same thing. Now, in my bio, hopefully I'll provide a link somewhere around here, there's a link. This link is a 5-week process, and no, this isn't a pitch because it's completely free. It's just what I did for myself. I took a couple people on this journey with me, and they have had success as well. So click that link, read it, take it week by week. I invite you to share it with me, that way I can share it with others, but I hope it helps you. Let's get to the questions. What makes you cry, and how has that changed in the last 6 months to a year? Well, for me, what makes me cry right now is the ability to get away from everything else and hear nothing and just understand that I'm okay, that I'm loved, that somebody cares about me, whether it's myself, my son, my spirituality, my God. No matter how I look at it, I know that somebody, me, I love myself. And knowing that I can love myself so much, I'm not fearful of caring about other people or being there for other people. Or for me, there's a book called The 5 Love Languages. I'll try to provide a link or something like that. But for me, I love and I care in gifting. So for me, when I love somebody, I like to give them something. And not love in the sense of I'm in love with you or I want to be sexually connected with you, but there's something about you that I like and I appreciate, and I want to show you this, and I want to gift this to you to say, hey, you're valued and you're appreciated. So me being able to love myself enough and giving that love to another person without expecting anything back, it makes me happy, because I used to be a very selfish person, and there's still things that I'm working out, but it's good for me to be able to get away from that. So what made me cry in the past is not understanding that I am love. So the exact opposite. Let's go to the next question. Where do you find yourself spending the majority of your time now, and why has that changed in the last 6 months to a year? So I'm coming out of a divorce, and in that marriage, I was the primary caretaker. I was a breadwinner in the relationship. So I provided, and the other person provided as well. But the majority of my time was spent providing. It was spent just drowned in what I needed to do and what I could do and what I had to do to make sure that we paid the rent, or what bill can I skip this month to make sure that this bill is paid, or how can I, move money around, or what can I sell. So like that's where my time was, and that's where my focus was, and that's why I didn't go into too much detail on the second part of the first question, because that made me sad. Like it hurt to not be able to provide for my family, or to not be able to give them everything that I wanted them to have. Now we had a house, we had shelter, we had our own cars, we had the ability to go to different places and things like that. But it was a challenge. It wasn't a lifestyle of just peace. And now I spend my time out here in the peaceful world. I bring my son out here. I come out here with my dog. I come out here and read. I come out here and create. And this is a part of what I've been talking about in my link, so click it and have fun. But this is what brings me joy. I'm not saying what brings you joy is being outside, but what could bring you joy is you finding what makes you happy, what makes you joyful. And for me, I spend my time doing things that make me happy. And I know that as I am happy, my environment is happy, because I serve my life as a thermostat. I change things. I bring happiness. I bring joy, because I try to have so much inside of me that when I come and I meet you or encounter you, you're hit with that. You're instantly happy. You're instantly in a state of peace, hopefully, unless I don't like you. Don't be acting not funny. There's people you don't like too. Oh, tell me about what it is you do. So for me, what I do is uh, I have a couple businesses actually. So I'm a father, first and foremost. I have graduated college with my bachelor's degree in business, and I have a master's in industrial organizational psychology. So, in simplest terms, I have been educated and I have skills to be able to go into a business or go into a company and identify what's challenging for them. If it's, 1 to 50, 50 to 500, 500 to larger companies, being able to go in there and say, here's some analytics of like XYZ is not working. This is why you have turnover. This is why your employees are turning up late. This is why your managers aren't able to connect with their team members. This is why you guys have, a loss of XYZ. So being able to do that, that's what I have the ability to do. But what I do for me is I like to connect people with other people. I come in contact with at least 30, 40 people a day with what I do professionally. And I like to find what somebody does and what somebody else does and connect them together. Here's an example. I met a lady who she imports some type of hair extract stuff as a liquid. And I know another person who is in the business of like hair, like weaves and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, like you guys kind of do the same thing. Let me link you guys together, and like who knows what will happen with that relationship. And so like that's what I like to do, because there's been so many times when I was a child and I thought if I just had the ability to do XYZ, or if I just knew this, or if I could just get that, or if I just, and so now I hate for someone to be able to be in a position of needing something. And I say be in the position because it's actually a gift to be in that position, but be in that position to need something and then have someone say, hey, like I have a need, you have a need, we need each other, and then they're gone. When you're in a position to where you need something, there's something that could be created inside of you. There's something that your inner being is trying to develop, and it's pressing you to grow, and you have a need. So you have to get through that and not whine and cry. And that's something for another day. But those are the questions. If you see this, I'll probably want to hear something from you. So like, comment, subscribe if this is on YouTube. If this is anywhere else, if it's audio, if it's a podcast, subscribe to that. Please share it. If it is on anything else, share it, enjoy it, like it. I'm about to enjoy my day.